This one's personal and brutal. A 41-year-old woman with a bachelor's degree stands before the judge, not for the first time, but for failing to even show up for her probation violations. Her excuses? I didn't know. No one told me. I didn't have a ride. But the judge isn't buying it, Tan, neither should you. Welcome to a courtroom clash that'll leave you stunned. This isn't just about probation, it's about second chances, broken trust, and a woman who keeps running from accountability. You'll hear a judge torn between sympathy and frustration. You'll hear a defendant who's either sincere or simply manipulative. And you'll have to decide what happens when someone keeps saying they've changed, but their actions scream otherwise. Get ready to find out, because today, the courtroom doesn't hold back, and neither will we.
Because you have shown me repeatedly you don't want help. I can see why they're recommending jail. Go back on record. People against Cassie Rose Mary DeLon, 214-708-513-FY. You can come up to the podium, ma'am.
Right to the podium, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Your great staff, attorney Quentin Dr. For number 79617, I'm Ms. Cassie DeLon.
I do have a great staff.
Cassie Rosemary DeLon.
Counsel, can you tell me, enlighten me what happened on these probation violation hearings with Ms. DeLon downtown?
You know what, that's a great question. I looked it up. And apparently she never showed up for probation after the sentencing. And so that's where we're at, so.
Let's break that down. She was sentenced, released with conditions, and was supposed to follow up especially for drug testing, but she never showed. That's a major violation. In legal terms, this isn't just about being late. This is called failure to appear, FTA, and it often leads to bond, revocation, and jail time. Notice how she casually confirms it. That's correct. No explanation, no real remorse. The judge even asked if she was arraigned while in custody. Nope. And yet, she's just now standing in court months later. Tell us in the comments, do you think she's being honest or just trying to play the system?
So is that right, ma'am? You've never taken care of that?
That's correct.
So all this time you were sitting in the county, didn't they bring you in there for arraignment?
No, I haven't seen or heard anything about it.
And that's what I asked. Yeah, someone needed to, especially Third Circuit.
Give me a first page. All right, have you had a chance to review the report with her pre-substance abuse screening report? And are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
No, Your Honor.
Anything you'd like to say in her behalf?
She's a college-educated person with a degree. She's a unique, not a gangbanger, not in the streets. She just had one problem. This was basically something substantial happened in her life. And instead of turning to positive conflict resolution, she turned to the negative conflict resolutions in this world, Your Honor. And I do believe that she's learned her lesson. We have to get that circuit matters taken care of. I'm helping with that. But I believe that she's learned her lesson.
Anything?
Here's where things get real. She finally opens up, calls it a nightmare, says she's done with the lifestyle, and maybe she is. Maybe, but words are cheap in this courtroom. Judges hear confessions like this every day. The real question is, what are you doing to change? This emotional moment could have been powerful if it weren't sitting on top of months of ignored court orders. What do you think? Should the judge give her another shot, or is this too little too late?
It's true. What part's true? She learned your lesson, or?
There has been, I have gone through a nightmare, to say the least, and I don't even want to think of going back to any of that lifestyle. I just want to go forward with positive things.
I took your plea. They reduced it to use. On April 30, I ordered bond conditions. June 23, rather. Probation officer testified that you did not, actually April 26, you didn't follow up on getting in touch with them to test weekly. You indicated you didn't have a ride. You did not appear.
This is where the case starts unraveling. Let's do a quick breakdown. Missed drug tests. Check. Didn't follow up with probation. Check. Failed contact attempts from the court. Check, the court tried calling her. One number had a full mailbox. The other was busy. That's not a system error, that's deliberate avoidance. The judge has every reason to revoke her bond and consider jail time here. In legal terms, she's breached the basic requirements of conditional release. It's not just bad behavior, it's contempt for the process.
I took testimony that you violated the bond conditions to test weekly. I revoked her release, forfeited the bond. I said, call defendant, tell her she has to appear immediately for arraignment. They attempted to contact you, inform you of the warrant. One mailbox phone number was full and the other had a busy signal. And then you show up here and I mean, I don't know what to do with you. I really don't. There's no way that you deserve, because you have shown me repeatedly you don't want help. I can see why they're recommending jail. I mean, I don't know what you're doing here. You know, I really don't. You got you graduated high school. You got a bachelor's degree. How old are you? 41?
Yes.
What is going on?
You only get one of these things called life. That's not just the judge talking, that's a man pleading with her to wake up. And what's wild? She's educated. She had every tool to turn this around. But for some reason, she keeps circling the same drain. Even the judge sounds heartbroken. It's rare to hear this much raw emotion from the bench. This isn't about punishment anymore, it's about potential wasted. Would you feel sorry for her? Or is the judge right to feel burned?
I mean, you only get one of these things called life, man, you know, and it goes awful quick. And if you want to spend all of it in jail, I guess that's where you're going to be.
I had nothing but a clear mind, nothing but time, and I'm telling you, it's the best thing that could happen. To be honest with you, I would, any other time last year or throughout that year, I wouldn't have benefited. I honestly don't even want to think about anything of that lifestyle. I can't even, the basement had a basement and I found it.
I'd like to believe you. I'd like to help you, but I'm not going to waste the probation department's time where somebody's repeatedly shown that they don't want help. 200 fines, 400 costs, 75 victims rate, $50 justice assessment. 7 1/4 in 90 days. Credit 29 serves 61 more.
All right, here's what the judge hands down. $200 fine, $400 in court costs, $75 for victim services, $50 justice assessment, 90 days in jail, minus 29 days served to sew, 61 more to go. And here's the kicker, if she doesn't pay those fines, 275 more days in jail could be added, but the judge gives her a chance. $40 a week starting October 17th, that's mercy. That's flexibility. All she has to do is show up and communicate. It's not harsh, it's fair. But will she follow through this time?
And I'm going to add in 275 days if you don't pay your fines and costs. I'll let you pay those at the rate of $40 per week. I'll start that beginning on October the 17th. That'll give you time to get out, get your life in order. I think you're just going to keep doing this. The fact you didn't show up for your probation violation. I mean, I don't understand, man. I don't quite understand all of this. You've been unemployed. How are you eating? How are you eating?
When the judge asks, "How are you eating?" he's not mocking her, he's stunned. Here's a woman with a college degree, and no job, no income, no plan. She admits she wasn't even eating. That should shake anyone watching this. Because, at some point, the issue stops being legal and becomes human. This court isn't just handing out sentences, it's trying to hand out second chances. But she keeps ghosting them. Is this a justice system failing her, or is she just refusing to help herself?
I'm not, I wasn't.
Well, I mean, you got a college degree, so you can't stand there and tell me that you couldn't get a job.
Right, exactly, Your Honor, I could have.
If you don't have the money on any of these due dates, again, it's 40 weeks starting October 17th. Don't worry about it. Just call the court. We'll go on Zoom, or you come in here on or before the due date at 8:30. I'll be glad to give an extension. I don't care if we have to do that 38 times. Just don't ignore me again. I'm gonna lock you up for the last 9 months. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Have a good day. Thanks. Good luck, ma'am. I hope you'll take some steps to straighten out your life.
I will, thank you.
So, let's recap. Cassie Rosemary Down faced a simple probation requirement. No jail, no drama. Just follow the rules. But she skipped every step until the court finally said, enough. The judge offered grace, but backed it up with accountability. Fines, jail time, and a crystal clear warning. One more no-show, and it's 275 extra days behind bars. This case wasn't about a criminal mastermind. It was about someone who kept ignoring lifelines. But what do you think was the sentence? Fair could more have been done to help her? Let us know. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. New cases drop every week, don't miss the next one.